Let's see. Okay, we're gonna get right to this. I'm just trying to figure out what we're gonna do after this because the primary thing we're gonna do is finish up with Isaac and Satoros with Mercury Lighthouse. They're the ones who are gonna actually wrap this up. So I forgot last time before I wrapped this up, I had to turn this to an ad, which we're gonna do right now. I'm giving myself about 40 minutes worth of work time tonight. Let's see. So before I forget, let's do this real quick. Go to this, go to object. We're to go to turn this into a movie clip. We're to make this into an ad. Do the same thing for this one. Turn this into a movie clip. And we're gonna turn this into an ad. We're gonna save it, give ourselves a couple extra frames. We're not gonna put tutorials in just yet. I just want to make sure everything's good before we actually even get started with this. Tonight's primarily just gonna be an Adobe Animate day. If I need to go to Aseprite, I will go to Aseprite. I didn't get a chance to update it because last night we were running into some issues. The big issue is I didn't have my pen for some odd reason. I don't know why. But sometimes things don't work the way you want it to, and we have to improvise from there. So as usual, just beware with these sprite animations on Adobe Animate specifically, you're only limited to 16,000 frames. As soon as you get past 16,000 frames, you will not be able to add symbols anymore. So be very careful. We're just above, close to 12,000 frames, so you have about 4,000 frames left. So we got plenty of room to cook. But again, don't rock the boat because as soon as you pass 16,000, you just don't have anything. Also, reminder: the longer sprite animation is, the longer it takes to load a test movie, which is waiting for right now. We're just gonna do one watch and just go from there. I'm pretty sure everything's all set. The reason why we do these is just to make sure none of the keyframes got mixed up, because it does happen. Give me one moment. Would you click away for a second? There we go. Perfect. Funny enough, her attack and sprite works so well as a throwing sprite. And definitely Ojo-sama Mia is probably it's my most favorite sprite that I've done because it was just so random. I just thought one day in a drunken fit, hey, let me make Mia into a Ojo-sama just for one specific scene. And lo and behold, to my disappointment, we were able to actually do it. Once we get to DaVinci Resolve, this is gonna look a lot cleaner, right? Because this is still in the beginning stages. It's gonna definitely be a weird, surreal experience once we finally finish Mercury Lighthouse. We've been here for a long time. Also, don't drink unless you're my age. Cherish your livers while you're still young. And as I mentioned before, this has to get slowed down once we get to DaVinci Resolve. It's currently running at 60 FPS, but this specific scene has to be at 30. Maybe even 40. Okay, perfect. Let's get started. So that's good. So now we just have to stop this immediately as it starts. Oh shit. Okay, so we have to turn this back to a graphic so we can actually see where the frame actually starts and when it ends. When the graphic actually stops and where it ends. Fortunately, they both have to be graphics. We just gotta get rid of like 2 frames. Right there. So let's get rid of 2 frames. 1, 2, 3. It's actually 3 frames. 4 frames. I think this is a situation where this benefits more from being a button. So the reason why we're going to turn this to a button is because, as you can see, when Isaac does the attack, it kind of dies down right there. We want this to actually stay as it is. So easy fix for that is just turning it into a button. Graphic, button. Ooh. Give me a second. Actually, kind of dissipates right there. So let's actually have this pen right here. This one might be a little bit of a doozy. Let's get tutorials in there first. So right there. Blank keyframe. I hope I don't have to make any sprites for him tonight, because that might kind of suck. Focus on assets. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna have him do his attack wind up into his attack pen to cancel it out. So it's gonna have to be right here that he shows up. Right there. Over this. Fine. Alright. We're gonna turn off the camera because you don't want to be resizing sprites with the camera on, because your sizing will be all over the place. Perfect. We're gonna drag Sartoros's attack wind up from my assets, bring it to the library. We're gonna search it out. Oh, it's already there. Perfect. Attack. Sartoros. Yeah, perfect. Oh, yeah, because we used it earlier. All right, perfect. We don't even need to do anything. Yeah, because we used it right there. Copy this. No, let's do something else. No. I might have to go to my other effects. I might. But we'll see. Alright, so we gotta be a little bit careful with this one. So we want, let's actually have him active the entire time. So if we can get this to work really good, I just have to debate on something. But let's turn this back into a movie clip. Add. Add. Save this. So this might take me a couple minutes just to guess about something. We're gonna go to my files. We're gonna load them up, not bit by bit, because I know exactly where it is. But this might take me a couple of minutes, so just bear with me. And again, I'm giving myself like at least 30 minutes tonight. But I do have to play some Grand Blue Rising. Well, Grand Blue Relink. All right. No. I think it's November. It's either November or May. Okay, hold up. Before we do that, I knew I was gonna find it. Also, let's reduce the frames on this a little tiny bit. 1, 2, 3. Boom. So he hits right there. Paste. Why am I so blind? We'll put this under media effects for now, and I'll probably move it later. All right, we're gonna have to do something weird here. I can get this to work. I would have to shit. Let's do this. Object. Let's turn this into a button. Oh yeah, perfect. There we go. All right. Perfect. Now we're good. We're gonna watch it, then we're gonna come back and get the effect on top of Satoros. I was actually looking at that for a while last night. Give it a sec. Wow, we haven't had a weird disconnect like that in a while. All right, sorry about that. It looks like there is a bad storm happening outside right now, so there was a random ass disconnect. This has not happened in a while. But anyways, as I was saying, I haven't set up my gaming rig just yet. It is here. I just gotta give it some quality of life updates. I'm still doing this on my laptop. As soon as the necessary parts come in for the updates, I'll get another secondary monitor and we'll go from there. But for now, we're still doing our normal setup. It's just as soon as I get the gaming rig up, we should be a lot better when it comes to getting stuff done in this project. I'm still pushing it, streaming this and doing this at the same time because Adobe Animate's a very beefy program and it takes a lot of resources. And I have a lot more RAM on my rig compared to this. I think I'm at 16 on this one. My gaming rig has 32. It has 32 gigs on it. But I apologize for the random disconnect. That hasn't happened in a while, but there's a storm happening outside. Damn, I feel so bad for Ivan now. Holy shit. I guess Minardi's kick had that much power, it cracked our screen. But when you don't want a graphic playing, you just turn it to a button and it just stays frozen in that specific frame. My thing is, I don't want to give Satoru's Minardi's aura. So we're gonna have him do something else to dissipate that attack that Isaac did. I am having some remorse. I could have made Emil over here so much better. I think the hardest part of this entire project is having them do custom stuff. Because remember, we're so used to seeing them on a 3/4 angle in the game, end game, so it's weird having them in this environment. I would not pop off. Damn! Alright! Okay. Poor Ivan. All right. What are we doing? All right. Well, either way, we found the damn it, we found the blast effect that I was searching for. We're good. All right, it's not this one, but no harm, no foul. We found what we needed to look for. Okay, perfect. This may take me a little bit. Actually, no. Perfect. That's perfect. We can have him do like a. If you're familiar with Dragon Ball Z, Trunks' change the future attack. We just need something to dissipate that version of cutting edge. So I think about right there should be good. I just don't know how many frames it is. It should be 12 frames. Okay. So this has to get moved. Right there. Wait, that was a little bit too early. I think kind of pushing it a little bit. Right there should be good. Okay. Blank keyframe right there. Get rid of this blank keyframe. Not insert the blank keyframe because I'm a dumbass. Clear this keyframe. Okay. We're gonna turn this into a movie clip again. We're gonna probably add this. Yes. Save it. Let's have Isaac go back into neutral. All right. Well, I both. Oh, whoops! Almost forgot. I gotta give this extra frames just for them to yap. Always give yourselves extra frames just in case of an emergency. You don't want to be put in a situation where your camera's still moving and you want. I can't explain it properly, but I've shown this example plenty of times. Long story short, give yourself plenty of frames just in case you're having the camera pan in and you want to do a scene and you don't have enough frames to do it. Oh my god, I'm still showing it because I'm terrible at explaining stuff while I'm streaming. Bear with me for like a minute. It's right here. So pay attention to when Hart goes in on Jenna. The camera's still moving, right? I should have gave myself extra frames as soon as she stopped. As soon as the camera stopped moving and she stopped moving. But I was a fool. So that happens. Because I didn't give myself enough frames. I should have waited until the camera actually stopped moving and she stopped moving forward. Because as you can see, as soon as they both stopped moving, the camera goes immediately up. And I didn't have the opportunity to actually do what I was trying to do. What I was trying to do is just have her in her face just gloating the entire time. So just in case, give yourself plenty of frames. I'm just the worst when it comes to explaining stuff when I'm streaming. That's why I keep my videos just in case. Alright, so we can have Isaac right here. Paste. We're going to turn on onioning. We're going to move him back to where he's positioned. And it's about to be 30 minutes soon, so we'll start wrapping it up pretty shortly. I just want to get this next scene set up. Again, it's more so that I have to focus on. I have to do this and another project at the same time. So this is why we're doing relatively shorter streams, but every day we'll be streaming. Don't worry, you guys get your content. So right here, we'll grab Satoru's idle sprite, paste it, then we'll do the pan out. And I am so blind. Copy. So right here, we're going to insert a keyframe. Give ourselves a crap ton of frames just to do a pan out. Right there, insert keyframe. If your camera's not on, just turn it on and off again. 128. Just gonna make sure we're in the right spot. Okay, we're good. Perfect. Save this, and now we watch. I'm gonna make sure I turn the camera on this time because it's that bad habit of me forgetting to turn it back on that always shows up. For the past 30 minutes, we got a lot of things done for the most part. We did some fine tuning. I have to do a couple tweaks here and there. Well, tweaks here and there, tweaks here and there, but we should be good to go. But we're slowly but surely getting there. So now we're just no more gags. We're just straight up doing fisticuffs until the end of this. Because we have about 4,200 frames left. I could have had Mia with the scythe a little bit longer, but it was just me being lazy. And it's more so, this is just a one-off thing. I didn't want to spend all that time making sprites with her scythe, and she's not gonna like keep it. Because obviously she's just like, you know what? This thing's annoying. I'm just gonna throw it. And as we know, because of what we're gonna do in lore, that's a medium from the minorities occult stuff. Since it's gone, no more occult shenanigans. So we're just, oh crap, there's my gimmick. No more death. Now I'm just, fire. Normal ass fire death now. That's what we're gonna do. The scythe is a medium for all her occult shenanigans. And her being able to fly too. Obviously, she's not too happy about that. But even without her scythe, we still have to make her extremely powerful, even though she's like really hurt right now. I'm not seeing anything crazy happening right now. Again, I'm paying attention to the symbols if they've been misplaced. As we get towards the end, we'll start removing frames so we can make the speed up a little bit. It's fine being slow right now, because I'd rather have as much frames as possible. Once we get towards the final stages, this when we'll start doing some fine tuning with the frames. Very fast. That's gonna be fast because I'm fine with that being fast right now. That's something we just have to reduce on. We just have to reduce it once we get to CapCut. So I'm not too worried about that. So it's all good. So we set up the scene for tomorrow. We're gonna be doing just straight up fighting from now on. So these guys are gonna be the ones to finish Mercury Lighthouse. We'll have the group get together again in like a few moments, but these guys are just gonna be fighting for like a bit. Alright, besides that, good stuff everybody. Sorry for the random disconnection from earlier, but it does happen whenever there's a storm, so bear with me. Enjoy the VOD, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.